Hey guys, it's Wart. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to do something a little bit weird and a little bit fun. We're going to be taking a look at Source Gaming's recent Smash Ultimate poll for the top 50 fighters that people want to see in Fighter Pass 2. Now, you might be like, this is weird, why are you taking someone else's content? I just thought this would be a nice little fun thing to do, because, you know, Source Gaming is a big thing in the Smash Bros community, and a lot of people like vote on these polls, and I think it's really interesting to see what people want. I also reached out to them over Twitter, and they said I have complete permission to do this, so yeah, we're all good there, don't worry about that. And also, I'm working on so many different videos. I'm finally getting back into videos. I've been so busy with a lot of different stuff. I know you guys are saying, it's quarantine, you have nothing to do. I've actually been pretty busy in a lot of real-life stuff, so I've not been able to work on videos, but I have so many that I want to get done, and I thought this would be a cool little way to sort of just jump back into things and take a look at this interesting poll, because I think this stuff is really interesting, and to kind of get my thoughts and stuff on this to you guys would be kind of cool. So yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is, originally I was going to watch and react to this video, but I decided to actually go to their website, which also has, the list of the, more so than just the top 50, which they kind of advertise here. They actually have the top, 1,423. Obviously, we're not going to be reading every single person here, but I want to take a look at, let's first look who didn't make the top 100. Right here, we got a lot of characters that, I kind of expect to see up here, like Cooking Mama. Does anyone really want Cooking Mama? Maybe just for a meme or something like that. Alucard and stuff like that. That it doesn't seem likely at all, but, because it's like an assist trophy and stuff like that. Leon Kennedy, which I'm sure a lot of people wanted until, he was announced as a spirit, which makes it feel like he's not going to happen. Solaire is kind of surprising. I doubt the Chosen Undead is any higher, but I still think, personally, if you guys haven't watched my kind of Fighter Pass 2 predictions, which is already a little outdated because obviously Min Min exists. I wonder if Min Min is anywhere on this list. Let's check real quick, because that'd be interesting to see. Yeah, 192. Wow. So this is really interesting to me, because obviously, only 13 people voted specifically for Min Min. Do I know the exact time this poll was taken? I don't. But from what I've seen from the reaction of the community, a lot of people are really happy with that it's Min Min. I guess compared to alternatives like Springman or Ribbon Girl, then, I guess Min Min is the best choice out of these kind of ARMS characters. But, she is really down, low here, but she still does at the same time look like she has a fun and interesting moveset. So, this is one of those things where it's kind of like, the Smash community might not know what's best for the game, even though, people want characters. I'm not saying that it's wrong or anything. I just think it's interesting that I think a lot of the Smash community don't really think about the gameplay more so than how cool it is to have a character, which makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to me right there. So yeah, this top 100 is about filled with characters, I would assume. Sackboy, I just saw him somewhere. That's interesting. Stuff like that. Wait, did I just see Tom Nook? I thought I saw Tails, but I guess maybe not. I would feel like Tails would be higher, but alright. Let's go ahead and react to the top 100. Started at number 1, so I did see who number 1 was, and that's really surprising, but we'll get back into that. So the top 100 starts off with a lot of ties, a lot of, typical kind of characters I would assume to be in the top 100, just not really top 50 and stuff like that. So, Beautiful Joe, Ninten, which I think is just a character people think makes sense, so they're like, alright, let's add Ninten. Lin, assist trophy. Silex is a character I actually think is likelier than people would assume, so seeing him this kind of low is sort of surprising, but at the same time, he's not very talked about right now. Some Kirby characters, Marks, Magolor. Captain Toad is pretty low here, but I guess it makes sense. A Gen 8 Pokemon, I would assume, what is it, Rillaboom or Cinderace or something like that is higher up, and, instead of just vague Gen 8 Pokemon, but, I still think this is definitely another character that is pretty likely. I think a lot of people assume that we're getting a Gen 8 Pokemon. I don't necessarily say it's like a lock where it's a guarantee or anything like that, but I'd say, there's a good chance for it, considering we just got an ARMS character. Sephiroth is a character I'm a big fan of, to make it in the game. Jin Kazuma. Obviously, we just also had the reveal of Hayachi as a Mii costume for Smash Bros, and so that kind of makes its second character a lot less likely. If anyone, I thought it would be Hayachi, but it could still happen, and it'd be kind of interesting. Scrolling around here, we have Tracer. I would assume this is the highest rated Overwatch character. It's pretty interesting. A Chosen Undead actually is a lot higher than Solaire. That's surprising, and I'm really glad too, because personally, I think that a Chosen Undead or a Dark Souls character in general is going to happen in this Fighter Pass. Now, call me crazy, because I probably am crazy, and it's probably not going to happen, but in my personal opinion, I can really envision that happening. I even made a moveset for him that I thought would be pretty cool. And not just because of that moveset I think is going to happen. I just think that it makes a lot of sense, personally. So, next up we have Nightmare, who's a character I don't think is going to happen, but I would love, because I'm a big Soul Calibur fan. So, seeing Nightmare in Smash would be cool. Right up here. Oh, here's Rillaboom. Interesting. So Rillaboom did get a little bit higher. I would assume Rillaboom is the most voted for Gen 8 Pokemon. Maybe Toxicity or, like I said earlier, Cinderace might be higher, but I doubt it. And then here I have Impa as well, 54. Now that's a character I personally really want for sure. I don't think it's happening because it just seems kind of random for Impa to be in the game, but it'd be really cool to Impa in Smash in general. Just another Legend of Zelda character I think is really needed. So let's go ahead and get going here on the top 50. And just kind of look through here, because this is the most interesting part, is the top 50 most wanted characters. So this is already surprising to me. Bomberman seems like a character that I wouldn't assume this many people wanted, because, you know, he's an assist trophy, and I think he fits really well, kind of like Shovel Knight in that regard of being a cool assist trophy instead of being like a fighter, kind of forcing him into a fighter position. I say forcing, but, you know, it could easily work as a fighter. And he's not the character I would assume get promoted from a, you know, assist trophy to a fighter. Obviously, like I would say Isaac or Waluigi would be the first ones to get promoted if they are getting promoted, but personally I don't think any assist trophy is going to get upgraded from assist trophy to fighter, but, you know, it could still happen. There's no like concrete rule that it can't or anything. Next we got Gordon Freeman. That is one that I just don't see happening at all. I just don't feel like Gordon Freeman meshes well with the Smash Bros. Like, it just doesn't seem like those communities line up. I feel like they just want him because Half-Life is an iconic game. But, you know, I guess he would be cool. I mean, it's just a weird character to me. Chrono makes sense, could be cool. Quote, Hat Kid, a lot of these ones right here just kind of are characters that the community just generally kind of wants. Claudia is one I don't think will ever happen. I similarly to like Shantae, I just don't think these kind of characters are going to happen, like Hat Kid, Claudia, Shantae, stuff like that. It's just kind of fun characters that, you know, seem like they have really easy and kind of cool Smash movesets. And similarly to like the Half-Life thing when I was saying that doesn't seem like it lines up with the Smash Bros community. Stuff like that kind of seems like it does. So, yeah, I see why people want that. Zero, I think, would be a sick character to add as another third party from like Mega Man, or just like another general third party from a series we already have. Zero would be a great one. I think he is an assist trophy as well, though, so that is unfortunate. Cosmos. Oh, also Elma. You know, I think Elma would be interesting, you know, if they remake Xenoblade X or something, which I don't see them doing, but they could. I do think we could get another Xenoblade or Xenosaga character besides just Shulk, because it's just kind of weird that we just have Shulk and this franchise is growing so much. Okay, next up, Frisk. I don't think that we're going to be getting... Oh, also Agumon. Let's go back a second here to Agumon. I just don't see Agumon happening either. I always just see Digimon as kind of like this weird kind of awkward stage where it just hasn't blown up in popularity enough to get a character in Smash. Like, it's obviously popular, it has its fans, 116 Agumon fans. I just don't see it happening in Smash Bros. It just seems like it would be kind of weird to me. I don't know. I could be very, very wrong there. Just personally, I just don't see that. Next, Frisk. If we were going to get an Undertale character, it'd probably be Sans, so I think that dream is kind of dead. Oh, Hayachi is even higher up than, I think it was Jin that was earlier. Yeah, you know, like I said, he just got his Mii costume revealed, so don't think he's happening, but yeah, that kind of stinks. I mean, he's a character I thought would happen, but guess not. Okay, next we got Monokuma. Don't see that happening, kind of similar to Agumon. I don't think it's like quite there yet in like general popularity and recognizability. Even someone like Terry has a much wider range audience than I think people would assume. So I think characters like Agumon and Monokuma just don't quite even get that level that I see getting incorporated into Smash as a playable character. A Spirit maybe, or like an assist trophy, or Mii costumes, something like that. Of course, those are all possible as well. Next we got Skull Kid. I think he is an assist trophy, which stinks because Skull Kid would be really cool. Same thing with Shovel Knight. Then moving on to Lara Croft. Lara Croft is one of those characters that, you know, everyone remembers every once in a while. They're like, oh yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. She is kind of iconic. And yeah, I could see it. I just, similarly to someone like Gordon Freeman, I just don't see her mixing with the Smash roster too well. She just seems a little, especially her newer games, seem a little bit too grounded in reality. Of course, you know, you could say Metal Gear as well, but even Metal Gear has a bit of that Japanese kind of fun and flair to it and stuff like that. So I just don't see Lara Croft having. So yeah. Okay, next, Professor Layton. Yeah, it would be cool. Don't see it again personally, but you know. Next, Shadow. I think if we were going to get another Sonic character, it would be Shadow, and of course he is an assist trophy, so that kind of stinks. But Shadow as an Echo fighter, or like his own fighter or something, would be pretty cool, and I think that, you know, Sonic of all the franchises should probably get another third-party character fighter, and I think Shadow would have been the perfect pick, but I guess not. I guess not. Like, I don't think it's going to happen anymore. Next, Soul Bad Guy. You know, if they want to go for some more fighting game characters, obviously Guilty Gear is pretty iconic, but I think this is mostly because, you know, Guilty Gear, I think it's Guilty Gear Strive is getting a lot of popularity right now, so I think that's why he's kind of boosted in the poll right now, but overall, I just don't see him happening, but you know, he's out there. Next, Monster Hunter from a Monster Hunter thing. You know, we have Rathalos in the game. To get Monster Hunter now just seems kind of awkward and late, but you know, it could still be a thing. Porky's really interesting. If you guys don't know, Porky's spirit in Smash Ultimate is non-existent. He was a boss, obviously, in Brawl, and he just has no spirit whatsoever in Smash Ultimate. And people think that's like a telltale sign that he's going to be added into Smash as a playable character, like in some kind of future Earthbound event thing. I don't know if that's entirely the case. It's definitely interesting that his spirit is missing, but seeing him added as a fighter when we've had nothing indicating any new Earthbound stuff whatsoever at all in Nintendo, kind of seems like that's not going to happen. But, you know, it could be a crazy surprise to see Porky happen. I'm glad he has a little fan base behind him, so that's kind of cool. Next, Scorpion. If you guys don't know, Mortal Kombat is not popular at all in Japan, so I don't see them adding Scorpion or Sub-Zero or anyone like that, but I personally think that would be really cool, you know, if they want to throw a bone to Western fans, because a lot of people out here love Mortal Kombat, then Scorpion would be a great pick, but I don't see it happening, unfortunately. Tails, I still think Shadow would be cooler or more interesting to put in than Tails. I do like Tails, you know, Sonic, Tails, whatever. Amaterasu is actually someone I do see happening. Yeah, call me crazy. I actually can really envision Amaterasu coming to Smash. It just seems like a really well-fitting character that I think would be really cool. So that'd be cool to see. You know, it is kind of a shot in the dark to say that I think that she's coming, but I personally would like it, and I think that, you know, it has a bigger chance than people would give it credit for. Paper Mario is another one of those characters that I feel like should have been in Smash or should be in Smash by now. I just don't really see him as a third party, or not really a third party, obviously, a DLC character. I just don't envision him being one, so yeah, it kind of stinks there, but I've always thought that Paper Mario would be a good fit in Smash, and he definitely deserves a spot more than like Dr. Mario or something like that, so I think he would make sense to be added in Smash, and I think he should be by now, but, you know. Alright, moving on to the top 25. You know, I've been basically talking about every single character, so may as well continue that now. Dr. Eggman, Sonic, I guess it could happen. I mean, sure, I still, like I've been saying, Shadow makes the most sense to me as another Sonic character, but obviously Shadow has, what is it, an assist trophy, so Dr. Eggman could work. I just still don't see it. Heavy is an interesting one as well. A lot of people really want Heavy nowadays, which seems super random to me. I just don't see Team Fortress 2 and Nintendo linked up at all. And you might be saying, well, neither was Final Fantasy VII and stuff like that, but I mean, Final Fantasy and Nintendo had a history, so it's not all that crazy. And same thing with like Metal Gear and stuff like that. So I just, I guess Joker, I don't know, it just seems like, this one just seems too far off. I mean, I'm sure he would fit well and he'd be a really cool character, I just don't see that happening. Unfortunately for all the Heavy fans, because there are a lot of Heavy fans, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, okay, next up, Lloyd Irving is definitely a character I could see happening. I honestly thought that Hayachi had a better chance than him, but at this point, Hayachi is a May costume, and Lloyd Irving is not, so Lloyd could still happen, for sure. Hollow Knight is the opposite side of the boat. He also, I think that he could be a really cool Mii costume instead of a character. Obviously, like, I played Hollow Knight, and I really like the game, and he has an amazing moveset potential. But I just don't see it happening. You know, if Shovel Knight or something like that didn't come in, then I don't think a Hollow Knight from Hollow Knight is coming in either. Like I said, a Mii costume would be pretty cool. Next, Spyro. Obviously, I think Crash is going to be happening before Spyro does, but maybe both of them would be kind of cool. Next, Arl from Puyo Puyo. I don't see that happening. I just don't really think she's quite there in popularity and kind of like iconicness to become a character. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of Puyo Puyo fans out there, obviously 276 of them at least, that think she would work. I think she could work definitely as a character, I just don't see it myself. Next, Ryu Hayabusa. yeah, he's just a character that's been rumored a lot and kind of discussed a lot. So yeah, he could definitely happen for sure, and I wouldn't bat an eye. I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. So yeah, I wonder if these are actual fans of Ryu Hayabusa, or if they're just like, he's probably coming, so we're gonna vote for him. I don't know. But next we got Rex and Pyra. It could still happen, maybe for you Xenoblade fans out there. So yeah, I'll keep holding out hope. 2B is someone that I actually think has a lot higher chance than people would assume. I don't know why, I just feel like she makes a lot of sense to be in Smash. She seems like a good fitting character, would be a lot of fun to play as. But of course, there's not really any telltale signs linking her to Smash Bros. At this moment, so a little bit a shot in the dark there. Next, we got Dixie Kong. This is an interesting one. I think a lot of people want Dixie Kong because she just makes sense for the game rather than she seems cool. But, I don't know. I'm not a Donkey Kong fan myself. Maybe if I played the games, I'd understand Dixie's really cool and I really want her. But to me personally, I just feel like Dixie Kong is kind of just there, as a character people kind of want. So kind of interesting. Isaac, like I said earlier, Isaac would be a great character to promote from an assist trophy to an actual fighter. Do I see it happening? No, but it would be cool. Travis Touchdown is someone I could really easily see happening. I'm glad to see he has a lot of fans as well. Travis Touchdown just makes a lot of sense to me personally. Just No More Heroes is coming out to be a big game, so Travis obviously as well could be really cool there. Next, we got Shantae. I mentioned Shantae earlier as someone I don't see happening, and I still don't. It's surprising she has so many fans. I think so many of these fans are just kind of people that are piggybacking off other Shantae fans. They're like, you know what? Yeah, I want her too. And going with it. I just don't see her happening at all. She's already a spirit, which I think is pretty cool. So she's got something going for her there. Next, we got Waluigi. If an assist trophy was going to get promoted, it would probably be Waluigi, honestly, because he has a huge fan base behind him. But I still don't think it's happening in Smash Ultimate. Maybe in the next Smash game he'll have a chance, but I just don't see it happening in this one. Next, we got Reimu. Yeah, no, I don't know why this character blew up in popularity overnight, but she did, and I just don't see it myself. I just don't see that at all happening, but hey, maybe it does. Maybe it just absolutely does, and I'm just proven wrong. But alright, moving on to the actual top 10. Phoenix Wright, big fan base kind of crossing with Phoenix Wright and Nintendo, so yeah, Ace Attorney coming to Smash Bros. Is something I could easily see. His moveset would be a little bit weird and kind of wild, but I could still see it happening, and makes a lot of sense as a character for sure. Next, we got Bandana Waddle Dee. This is surprising how high up. I actually thought people were getting kind of sick of, the Bandana Waddle Dee fan base, because I personally have always thought Bandana Waddle Dee would be a really cool character. Just super, kind of a fun guy. I don't really see him taking up a DLC spot because I don't know, he just seems like a lot of a smaller inclusion than a whole brand new character. Maybe as like a bonus character, like a bonus fighter or something would be cool, but maybe they make him interesting enough to be his own kind of spot in the fighter pass, and I'm surprised this many people want to see it, but yeah, count me in as well. So next we got Master Chief. Obviously Halo is huge here in the western side of the world, but in Japan not so much, so this is what makes it kind of interesting and weird here, but yeah, I always thought that, Master Chief being in Smash would be awesome. I think everyone universally agrees Master Chief in Smash would be like the coolest thing ever, so that's why he's so high up. And I really want that to happen as well. Do I think it's going to happen? Still no, but I would be super ecstatic if it did. Next, Steve, Minecraft. Oh my god. I've said several times how I don't think Steve would work in Smash Bros. At all. I'm a big Minecraft fan. I love the game. I think Minecraft stage, music, assist trophy, all kinds of stuff like that would be really cool, except for the fighter. I want all that stuff except for the actual fighter himself, because I just don't see Steve or Alex or whatever fighting well in Minecraft. I just think their moveset would be really forced and awkward, and their animations would be gross, and I just don't like how that sounds, and like envisioning it just sounds gross to me. So definitely kind of a weird thing there, but I'm all for a Minecraft stage and music and stuff like that, because obviously that'd be cool. But a character itself, I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I just personally don't want to see it. Next, we got Rayman. At this point, I don't know how Rayman isn't in Smash, to be honest with you. Ubisoft and Nintendo are super close. Rayman was a spirit in the game to begin, and I could see him staying as a spirit and not getting promoted, because, like, why would he be a spirit and not a character from the start? But he obviously has his fans behind him, and it could happen. He just seems like a character that makes too much sense to be in Smash Bros, but he still just isn't, so it's kind of sad. But yeah, he could still happen maybe. Next we got Dante. At number 5, obviously this character's got a lot of popularity because a lot of people think he's likely, and I do as well. You know, he makes a lot of sense to be added at this point. Capcom and DMC and Nintendo have a lot of like lining up stuff there, so Dante coming in Smash wouldn't be a surprise at all to me, and it would be pretty cool. So yeah, next we got Sora from Kingdom Hearts. This one would be a surprise because, you know, Disney is just crazy, and getting Disney to cooperate with Nintendo and bringing Sora in Smash would be really difficult to do, and maybe not worth Nintendo's time, money, and struggles to do so. But yeah, maybe it happens and everyone gets really happy, because I think Sora is one of the most wanted characters. Obviously he's top 4. I honestly thought he would be top 3 maybe, because these other 3 are kind of surprising. But okay, yeah, Doom Guy is a character that's blown up in popularity. That's super surprising to me he got this many votes. But he's definitely a character I'd personally really want. He's really iconic in the first-person shooter franchise. You know, Halo and Doom are kind of the crazy huge first-person shooter games. I heard an interview or something where they kind of deconfirmed that Doom Guy was coming, but you know, you can't really believe that stuff entirely 100%. So yeah, maybe it could still happen, Doom Slayer, Doom Guy, whatever, and I think like majority of the community would not be against that at all. That'd be pretty cool. Next we got Geno. Yeah, this is crazy to me that Geno is still this popular. He's been a character people kind of casually wanted since Brawl, probably even Melee. I don't know. I wasn't around in Melee speculation days, but yeah, people have been wanting Geno for a long time, and to see him to come into the game would be pretty crazy and pretty surprising. But he could happen. You know, it could definitely be a thing that is added just to please the fans. Because I think if Geno is going to be added, like if Geno's added, it's not because Nintendo and Square Enix decided on this character. It's definitely because of the fact, you know, the fans want him so bad. Kind of like Ridley and King K. Rool, but I think even more so than Ridley and King K. Rool and stuff like that. So yeah, Geno is crazy how he's just got this popular. Like the hype train for Geno just kept on rolling. So yeah, crazy to me. And then the number 1 pick is even the most surprising thing by far in this entire list is Crash Bandicoot. I really am super surprised that Crash got so much votes for him. I mean, I guess I get it. You know, Sonic, Mario, and Crash in a game would be really cool, and a lot of people grew up with the PlayStation 2 Crash Bandicoot games. His new games just came out. Not his new game, but his remastered games came out, and a lot of people love those. So I suppose I could kind of see why he's so popular right now, but it's still just weird to me. Like, I just don't envision him having a super fun and creative moveset like a lot of these other characters would. So yeah, kind of weird, but you know, people out there really want their Crash. I personally don't. I'm not the biggest Crash fan out there. But it's kind of crazy how badly they want him, and I could definitely see it happening at this point in time. But it's still not even like a lock and guarantee. Like, I can easily see it not happening just as much as I can see it happening. So I guess that sentence was nonsense, but that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Yeah, this kind of whole list is really interesting. I'm gonna scroll down. I keep on seeing some fun ones. Like I saw Sandbag in there. I saw Decidueyes right here. I saw Grovyle. Kind of cool stuff like that. So let's see these other these characters are surprising because they got more than 1 vote here. You know, Shy Guy, stuff like that. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, interesting stuff. I don't know. I mean, I feel like some of the characters that are going to be added in the Fighter Pass are not even going to be in the top 100 or something. Like, I feel like, you know, Min Min was super low, so I don't think it's guaranteed that the top 100 is the entire list we have to pick from. We could see, you know, Asha from Wonder Boy make it in. I don't even know who that is. But we could see anyone come in, so kind of crazy stuff. 1 votes are just going to be kind of a mess, right? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, interesting stuff here. Interesting stuff for sure. Captain N, he used to have a lot more votes. Like, he used to be kind of a discussed character. That's sad he only got 2 votes, but whatever. Alright, so I guess that's gonna... Wait, am I thinking Captain N? I'm thinking Captain Rainbow, right? Isn't Rainbow? Let's find Rainbow. Is Rainbow a character? Captain Rainbow, 3 votes. I remember, like, in Brawl and Wii U days, Captain Rainbow was a character people really wanted. So, just kind of shows how quickly and like, people fall out of popularity and stuff like that. So, kind of crazy to me. That's a thing. So yeah, you know, by the time Smash 7 comes out, people will probably be giving up asking for Crash Bandicoot. I don't know. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it is kind of a low effort one, but trust me, I'm working on so many more videos behind the scenes that take a little bit more effort, so that's why they're taking a bit longer. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So make sure to like and subscribe for more Smash content and all kinds of, you know, stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.